And we said we will restore the nursing training allowances, and we have restored the nursing training allowances.
My name is Abdulalim Jaria, a nursing student from Techima Nkobo NMTC. The question I want to ask is, when are we getting alawa? Since I started my school, since first year, I've not gotten alawa until now.
I think that is a question I will take to the Ministry of Finance. I wasn't sure of where you were with your alawa, but I think that I will check with the Ministry of Finance immediately I return, and I will make sure that they pay you your alawa if it has not been paid.
Upon video evidences, we actually are a California chief. Bawumia is so old enough. Teachers are necessary for him, not Ukatro. When the infant account to me in Katro. Obetumia your board, Aqua Cape Coast, Asanso, Aqua campaign to Cape Coast, one to Abamo, Abra Washabo. And the new Asanso Giant Gun of winning. Yen twaba mano abra other taxes apo muba money so na utimi board kase muba money interoperability on the buy na the buy ya other taxes come na beto yesu ye
area for Ken TV so ye mo bi bra kwa ba e the buy platform you so we are for Ken, we are for truth, justice for all media and abna papa bi ye we vice president Dr. Bawumia ekohia mebunu no de to monim say obey Ghana's vice president nyama pa waye enie wansan so amana so hoda wasan so edito monim say eye former president John Dramani Mahama e buy na ya ade a wo twa eye teachers and nursing training allowance now so no buy na ya ade a wa restore ne kama na ebusuafo na no ensi na nursing trainee baako sorry ye na ne esi wo hode eseweni won se me kacho yenko he video no emra na se ba Mr. Frank Adane ewa homa no so nsem ni mu nchiremu ankasa no na onfa emoyen.
We don't have to follow people who think in terms of impossibilities. We think in terms of possibilities. When my opponent was in government, he abolished the nursing training allowances. And we said we will restore the nursing training allowances, and we have restored the nursing training allowances. Can you trust my opponent with nursing training allowances? You cannot.
Ubodi Nawabo school. Then you ask your question. Then we go 4 questions, and His Excellency is ready to answer all your questions.
My name is Abdulalim Jaria, a nursing student from Techima Nkobo NMTC. The question I want to ask is, when are we getting alawa? Since I started my school, since first year, I've not gotten alawa until now, and I'm in my last semester now. And some of us are not being able to pay our school fees. Next week, like this, we'll be writing our exams. Those who will not be able to pay their fees will be sacked. They wouldn't be allowed to write exams. So if the alawa were given to us, they would have been able to pay their fees. So my question is, when are we getting alawa?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, these are the questions from the youth of Bono East region. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those questions. I think the first question had to do with when we are getting alawa for our district. So I think that is a question I will take to the Ministry of Finance. I wasn't sure of where you were with your alawa, but I think that I will check with the Ministry of Finance immediately I return, and I will make sure that they pay you your alawa if it has not been paid. I will push it for you.
Mr. Frank Adani Yamwakwaba Edibari for Ken TV so.
Abna papa bi mejoso.
Pacho so ho ye die.
Oh nyankopa dom. Na Kennedy Agyapong ko Agyapong you be a the wooden a chew on no kurimu and akuma pamua. One children with that. And to see a one say a home say you need to be anybody is to ever count. In Shira, ne and near my papa, 1 9 may no wish to soon go on our brother. Let me see, Mamma, Madame, that. But you said a member.
Mr. Frank, Mammy be so as a political scientist near course you wouldn't say.
Oh, about him a very unfortunate. Now, I'm a French here, Emma, we are for Ken TV. We are for Ken Worldwide, Team USA for Ken North American chapter, Ken's JZ TV, USA. And I can be a compare with the point for Iowa, Ghana, and we are seeing now. The course will touch my forces, almost so about the cat, my lovely citizens of Bono. Or more green city panel, touching my four, almost so more about the car. When you say the same touching my 4 year normal present here, and then my you right under money, my yes, so touching man, they are very good. And I think that said ye minianum materials estate minianum egesofo astate minianum techima so astate the same way. And I know said there are many areas that almost so astate be a mina minion here. And as time goes on no we will never be biara baso. And Obana oye nursing training no one no say bona baso. Oh yeah, very good. Na nessa no kwa wose yamana nkan you yamana nkan you and all concerning na not to the vice president why you say politics well you can't engage yourself in propaganda say the you are vice president in akaye it's a time that's a good the ankoya yenka se ankoyi the NPP communicators are omo work Ghana ha nyina omo communication ne say you are John Dramani Mahama, who became nurses and teacher trainee allowances in I am not correct. Now, NPP for almost one restore. No, yes, from the house's own mouth. Nursing trainee also attracted by the final year you are kind of last week and no school on ye allowances. Yes, on ye allowances. It is that restore now, also one restore no. The no ewahepa. Now NPP for them communicated just recently, about 3 weeks ago. Miaka sami colleague or MPP nimapa. Now why MPP achievement? Na restoration of teachers and nursing training allowance we can and one madapa. NPP for you 2 mufu. Yes, no kwa Kennedy Agyapong ko Agyapong ho. Mon konko fano. What's it that be? Yan konko fan kuntumpu nyene ono na yedin kuntumpu atwa na funuma ono na otimi di atro e ma nyankopon kuraje ne di Dr. Bawumia. But he can engage in all forms of propaganda and lies, but the true Ghanaians, the thinking Ghanaians will expose him as the vice president. Wumpo wunimu say nurses and teacher trainee Minti allowance and mamo. I'm showing now what's so Ministry of Finance. Meanwhile, Vice President is the head of economic management team. On the position, no, finance minister. Answer na finance minister, which yes, Sikabia or Ghana. Sikabia ever also Ghana. Vice President, that's all my answer. It is a Vice President, Jirawa Cafe. Okwa pay no ne finance minister kwa kasa obwa no dey or the channel because kwa kwaka atro na dey talk to say that the Ghana for politicians kasa yenye go ne ye kum no na nursing training for na dey talk so muntumi kasa because before answer na mo ba hono the church sika ho nti mo ba aba ba yididi na wo se nyankopa adom ya expose Dr. Bawumia na ye ka na NPP for bi mo see ye dede na men kama nuntum na me franka dane me ho NPP MPP into Abuwa Bonten. Now the doctor like you would go near Koyi, or Koyan or Adam. Me design people for oh, Okatro, there's no name for Okatro. The campaign team, the campaign manager, and people for it, no winning fair. Young nurses and teachers with the allowance. And a woman of the bigger platform. Ghana ni we are seeing in what's also could do a nurses and teacher trainees winning a capture of say the mammon allowance. Meanwhile, and you're not correct. So when you're confidence trickster, not when you're scammer, not when you're fraudster, not when you're liar, how can you be so bold enough? Check Ugokutas after we. Mamma Ghana, yet a prof in our henny. You are Vice President Dr. Bawumia.
Now, Mr. Frank Adano, unim say we are for Ken TV there. We speak with facts. And you know, ubetima try instances that Dr. Bawumia and some our can enya no kwe nibiana.
Obama, we will be video evidence. Which I speak like a political scientist. And Canada complex Agyapong baneme, meaning catro. And until I am a cafe, and people for no mutino. Say, a sham of one car, and yet a one aquasianes or Mudi Mano. Video ya, you show ya, you are Bawumia. Or no one casagia to say, you nurses and teacher to the allowance. Like I am people for Mama say, I'm by you. Now, over Antana Yavacono. We are for Ken worldwide, and Ghana party as a day.
Okay.
If we never crow, say, what am on it, and answer what Ghana ha. Now, open say, what talk a free a butchery ever Ghana. I have for contact you for Ken TV. You found the Mr. Brofaja number and a dahono. Say, what fret you found that a dear be open with Yasiga dear, where the mount. Ye young Kwan, social media platform, ye admit, amount, not okoye, not and see we are. Yes, I catch us another music, and I come and hold us responsible. It be you. 20 at Diana, you will be a Ghana, I will be US. Ye told when it you want your prayer. You will contract about power, choppers will see, choppers will renovate you see. You will be kicking off, open Kunya, open Tadiashe, everything. With your own video, nothing. And very soon, so some of the hair talk every and upon your teeth work. Yankasa, your papa or neighbor team very much. Your papa and I have more moving in your war. I heard to be or your number one. Until very soon, you're in a ding come up. You better die every that day in the week, you know. You better mamma hair talk. Because a poor day is also eating your papa. Now, about my chance, say, you can read your trees. Producer, Master of video wish mama. Bra, you are Vice President. Come from me say Cape Coast for.
People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth.
Papa.
With your Wandahoma, Mestre and Katie Swinina, or Cape Coast, or more Cape Coast, or more Cape Coast. Say, Omra one chain, na Omomachiri. Say, you are Vice President Dr. Bawumia. Promise or the promise say, Union Cape Coast, say, Obama Mohabo, and airport on Waye, and I say, on ye. What shall we, not a 2020 elections? And you are Vice President Dr. Bawumia. A crochet union Cape Coast for and a union Cape Coast for so airport harbor and airport in T and I'm Trabama, you are Vice President MPP Abai. And 2024, I do. Obesan Cape Coast, I was a more for. Now, yes, it's a quadruple. So ntoma na watie ni din 7th December ye kwa kotoaba the people of Cape Coast say on saka habo ene mo airport no a ene wan kasa obebu ba bi obeto wa ba ko na on sanya nka ye dia ene wan kasa wo degirege enye Cape Coast won ko a ye so koto se wunua na boje se ehia na on so wasansu asiudi ho na on so waka bo share you are vice president be share wo to waye anase onyeye me de no kwan yankopo ani to waye ama wo de a to abama no na no kwan ni se onyeye nso so de a ene ese wara enti ya Ghana hawa wo ya jaja ya homa obi ka asem tra na wafa do hodi obi ka asem tra na wafa do hodi and then you are vice president be tinya kwa kujira Cape Coast te o ye campaign te ye nto abama no ebe ye no wa papa na me khebra you are vice president be ko Cape Coast se o kwa ye campaign mama
papa
answer wow producer mesro fa video we to mama bra na ye bisha Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia interoperability mobile money yes ye be tax mobile money and nonsense yentimra.
Okay.
Remember back to interoperability na me fan baby sasem. Main opponent National Democratic Congress party say interoperability ayomo enom fiase. Mobile be any BB or home. Now, I want you to sure.
Oman or fiase. Free as a jazz. Say Oman. Is the point is.
I want you to sure. And then to my question, which is, okay, say over 200 million transactions. Are we taxing mobile money because we have mobile money at Tuska?
Yeah.
Into no government revenue bill.
No, the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is, for me, my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that?
Yes, obi free to do matwa. We Ghana, we dey get close one or the DU. Or the Ghana for you na. Eti mi bisa NPP communicator. Mi bisa NPP sympathizer. Mi bisa NPP so soldier. Mi bisa NPP patriot. O chi mi say. Afema yoga Bawumia ka ye say enne kwan say ye taxing mobile money. Enne ya taxing mobile money and I say ye taxing mobile money. Very simple. Ghana for me. You are taxing mobile money, and I say taxing mobile money. The me. Not yen taxing mobile money. No creamy. Not say you are vice president or doing Ghana for it's moon for mano. Not say you're taxing mobile money. And you want to say the Mekayano. You couldn't na yebeswa na kwatrikwa oso be ma wontoma na watiri ni din na de yakwa na omko adidi no omunya maayu yakunkum omo a wonim so yakunkum omo wefi yansan so nka bingu ene Ghana fo esemwara oba hima
papa
mama ma another evidence.
Okay.
Na say die ayehu ene say you are vice president and nam ahim for so. Or say obetia ahim for ka. Yes. Even Osanso in the sorry then or say aso for kura churches kura you do to your moka. And look one say a taxi or munku.
The boss say
yes. Omo niama asori eyama Ghana no. Ebura genen ti ase so a enne kwa say taxi omo e your man no kwa na esenka ye hwe omo yes what the producers of video to na yonko chimra.
Then the question is church and taxes. Are we going to tax churches? My view on this is simple. In fact, that's why I say that if you share a juma church ayeno. In fact, we should rather be paying them rather than they paying us. Unless you don't understand the work the church has done. If you're looking at the buildings, the way they try to keep the society together, the church, the universities, the hospitals, the schools, it's massive. It's just massive. Many churches have hundreds of schools. Massive. So I don't see, and I will not have a situation where we are taxing churches. We rather want to give churches incentives to support what government is doing. I want us to be partners in the way that the development partners are with us. You are our domestic development partners, and we will give you incentives to do more.
Amen.
Papa.
California T4. This promise is a 2024 promise.
Wow.
Now, you desire to say, and some men will catch the people of Cape Coast. Run up over 2020. Now, why, another on ye. As some men, you are vice president, catch the young Ghana for say, move on tax, poor, or taxia like taxing the poor. It is a net. You are vice president, could you not sort them catch a sort of for say, on taxi or more. Over Jedi and answer when you need. What am I mean? Over Jedi and answer when you need. Correct. Yes, I say, I am sweet, not a dance anymore. I shall not be, and you crack, maybe I dance here. What shall I do? And some you are vice president Jacka. I have video, be a who be a Nino. Then they are dancing with you said, you are vice president is just desperate for power. When your power now, Asa. Set Ghana for your bay day, set Ghana for your bay day on fire. 20 and me, you are vice president of Bawumia, I am for worker. Then come what be son as I am for free. Also, someone animal, what far to one a quiet knuckle. Then come what be son as a send a knuckle of wood. Now, I am be a knuckle for not with your mocha was maybe as 700 cities. But so many quarter what you went to your mocha the band of the Tia. Nanama for 1 year old, Shadia, nursing trainee or Bono or Babasia Yasantua, or ye bold, that catch a doctor like Bawumia said, and she and your son or Baby School in Sanka, let allowance on the chat. I am for 1 year old, my own Jessica, you know why I have to table so, and let's snap when I want to white. You need some more Obama, and I said, dear, I could call the mamma. Now, Yayamu we actually Oba was sorry and son watch yame. Now, one can say him for now, we are custodian, no, or no, actually, say, we are bread shoe. Woman, we need, and now I am full. When you're good, and some are yet can, when you're going to be. Well, which we need your henny. Well, we need more henny, send the mama. So you are vice president, but Nako be shower in here. One Mr. said, vice. Nako, Evan saying, and a woo. Nako, or church the movie, and now one Mr. said, about the train and Nako for a year, Juma was on working. Not 1 kilo cannot be seen, 1 kilo mocha. Then he said, on Kenny Ghana for one, and Garden and Nako for 1 kilo mocha. Now walk for Henny, and I'll see over to your guy. Now, once I saw Mr. say, teachers and nursing trainee, or much of one allowance to the PM and Sunny, or Monsankai, and also some about the same. The nurses and teacher trainees allowance won't mean to ya. What made you have a worker? Maybe so, what made you have a worker? What made you have a worker? Of what? To say, a software, a Christopher. Almost say, among Pere and Macroeconomics in the deal also. A summer, you are Alan Kadoch the Mantinko can war, a sorry field during Easter. And Lona to say, I've got Doctor like Bawumia Pusha. I'm and neck, all my promises are good work, and the man sorry near for because and then when you say to me was for now or pretty kaka the mom now or that was so for sorry that is what they are doing. And we are Christian in a Uchimia. We say a Christo for one to Maba and my Christian. You are vice president on your Christian. They say, what a religious prostitute. And what was one of your Methodist. Now, or you see why we say one and woe. The brigade is a woe. And what we are Muslim. The same doctor like you would go Yakuya. Brana. Muslim for a program no more 2 months afraid. You are Mahamo. In the presence of all of them, you are Mahamo and you must catch and say, about 20, you are Mahama and Yakram. What watching come for program message. You want come for Quananas no mean by cable. And of Fred or 2, you are Mahama the Malam John. And then Dr. Bawumia also saw your community. One man here was sorry. One man here was sorry for her. And then we are pan or Vatican, Pope, Italy, Rome. Emfa, let's say Emfa, a Christopher evidence here, what put you across me. Now, one casa we are Christian, now we are Akania, to National Guinea. Maybe I may say, as a American. A no correct, and I say, and no correct. One message I would do you vice president, Dr. Bawumia promise here. So why would you to have a man? On your answer, so dear, you are old enough to take your own decision, and your life is in your own hands. And you are vice president, Dr. Bawumia, no say, Yaman Quino. Now, Obia Yama wine. Ever saying, Nana, one now, watch lecture achievement. Obi a yamma you vice president to kwayo e ba ne sen na de onam na o chekire achievement e ya sensebe amafa ba last one megum e doso yindi adwene de chi e be hwe so fraw producer me tell from video with makoma mutope pa enyame.
The Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
Yes, the famous I-10. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And the exchange rate reduction. But see, you can engage in all forms of propaganda about the economy, but the exchange rate will expose you. And the exchange rate reduction. Okay? Yes, which ones are not what I would do. So many doctors like Bawumia, I'll say sorry to Ghanaians. So Sandy Mrebi na Nana Kufuado. Ejina simply so. A catcher you are John Dramani Mahama say. Thank you, Noah. Because the catcher Ghana for say, oh, you're sorry. Because exchange rate, neither one city and or the other two city. And then exchange rate, neither 4 city 20 pesos, and then at the 15 cities plus. But one Vice President Dr. Agyapong Bawumia, which is a good, catch a young trap amount. And the one you thought, woman cat was that diet, and the Ghana for your near view. Ghana for your near view. Yet, Obia, or yellow quaffle or fear the yellow. Can it be a complex with Agyapong? To say Ghana, Yanyani Dasu, I'm telling you, and I am not doing campaign for you, Ramahama, because you, Ramahama, is not an option. I'll always say, the Yama you, Ramahama, have option here, among more phone, among one evidence is here, my actually, what share would do? You have a part of Dr. Bawumia share, and Ghana, up to Japan, and Luna, Ama. You Mahama be you. And if I could see him. And then Ghana for is to free you Mahama. You Mahama by no Papa Ben or Baba boy. Tell you Mahama the car lessons and let teacher to me allowance. Already or Chile would say, I want you to Ghana until you go to meet you.
Okay.
Or Chile move. Whoa, so they are restore teachers and lessons to me allowance. Me was that one day, on a chile muntia would try, and I was also better that Ghana for Saudi Arabia. I mean, well, and you know, why the cat no correct?
Your children.
And until America say, you are Dr. Agyapong and Contum Pontinama, you are Mahama, baby. Nkayuga Mahama, you be I teacher trainees, says in Kawuya School, automatic coaching. And the yoga John Dramani Mahama. And not there 2 years, 3 years when you know what you have 3 months amount. Yoga Mahama, yes, on yet. And also, a children says you can't anymore because not Ghana for IMS.
Okay.
And then, who I eat Dr. Agyapong Bawumia was also the Ghana for IMS. And Cabrana Betchin and the teacher trainees who used to go a low posting. A more per posting. Thank you, Munya Jumananka, Tremasi Puyinki Omaka, Omunips. And then I might say, yes, I'm working with financial clearance because I have election year. It's the same mobile recruit teachers. Meanwhile, teachers have been on strike. As I'm speaking, negotiation no has not been fruitful. And teachers will go on strike again because of teachers' condition of services. And on the win to be now winning. I said that I'm winning because I bring on what the teachers now. And what's it December the new rest? And it is normally recruited the new teachers. It's the Enquire September, October move on. You have the Twaba and you know what Jessica good teachers account to be good. Tom winning said, I'm a palm of a fear, and yet you Baba Chino. Nanka, I'm going. And Padano, who I know that the baby catcher said, we are for the wood here, not for Banqua by school. I am telling you. Mrs. A school, a year, a secondary school, no crano. A year, your selection was a basic school from kindergarten up to JHS. Me say, a school, no, and your papa. Me, I am a teacher, a professional teacher. And American no curriculum. Unkuraya no we am mobo. Enkurano. Abano ye say on bisa wo say politicians why and no dey ba e kwa ban school from kindergarten to junior high. Wo dey bisa ho. Te e papa and then the politicians no for banko. We say ye say nkwada no. I am daring the Ghana Education Service to come up and challenge me. I am daring the Minister of Education to come up and challenge me. They say, Papa. I am a teacher, I am a professional teacher. I am telling you the truth. We are polluting the case. You see see them. Omo gari anopa, omo ba school eno ano no yapon because the dey na dey chiro omo ade. Then this year about actually. Omo new subject about the car career technology. Yan chira nkura na dawo. From kindergarten to JK3 yan chira omo da. Yan ye exams wo mu da. So omo kwa yes. Ye kwa Ghana education and the Monchi share said, Aquanya end of term exams. Aquanya end of term exams. Yasanso Kura country are forming as a map will be better to printing team.
In so Mutimukeke.
Omutimukeke. Almost say, Yamapaya teacher, you know, with your board, also question back when I'm you didn't know between what you so and one on the way.
Wow.
Yes. The new curriculum I exercise. Between no reading material. Which I said, the other teachers and the children could not hear. You're having children what you. You're me say, city class 6, or one what class 6. ABC, to see a one to BC. So to about curriculum exercise, no material by the other. Because at the end of the children. Okwa all one na akamuna enye no e no na ye de kire nkura no because na dia na kwa kwakire yes asesa no yes asesa no so ya kwa material bi amre woni material bi ya I am telling the Ghana Education Service to come out say trankadana asema woke ubua so there is no material aya de kire nkura na de wetin nkura no wo go wusa maame papa we gare uba wakra woman chop money Wababa to school, Yanchen route, the Yanchen Biaria Nonsela. At the 4 at the time, one year the children 1 year was school. And I had the title. Chrisukua dying. Now, thank you video and go away to Sukua dying. And go away to Sukua dying. And then I never acquire my and the Mamma Mabaso. Or Mother with one cardboard, I was school to me. Oh, yeah. Minister nationwide they are fine. But and the schools in the DI have one cupboard room. Now I will have some of the school that I have one cupboard room. You're just serious tobacco. Now what is crazy will be you. Hey, and then your mother one cupboard room.
I buy school, no cage will be fear.
Mr. Cage will be fear. 2020 no mo da dae che omo sikreji amaye amato nti ena yehu omo start ye adru ay lenter adana ka ho contractor no ye friend no say ane abato nti o man be ye nti ono kura no sika kam nti ne dana de ye usika ye nto aso
wow
sikreji no omo kwa no bi fie na yakobo ayi never and ever think say the politicians they think about you, especially MPP. Nanado dan kwa kufuado. Ene ye ura Bawumia. Well, there's going to be a revolution, and the revolution is the mindset. Now, I am in the most areas have been bold enough to tell the truth to the politicians. Bono. And I always praise my people of Wuta, Nyankopon Shiramo, the people of Sageso, Nyankopon Shiramo, the people of Techimai. Church to say what you mean here. And the other can like Bawumia, as you say, what you mean a country Ghana for the money to you. Why are the papa? Now come and be a mammy and mammy no. And you see, NDC, Mio, NDC, Nina Koye, Stiana de Mayura, Dr. Bawumia. And this is me. You say this is for the moon, sir. My own thought this year, video.
Also, Jinaka, too.
Yes. Now, open the meanwhile. I get another double coupon letter or handle power to you. I get touching my magazine as or handle power to you.
Damn.
Aha. Now, you mean, fear now, walk on. Is it a fear? Can't fear. Na can't fear, what would fear? Obi na ma okitestie da na abenwu ma na ma na okitestie na abenwu be dis year we ti better like mamudu bo me o de Jubilee house ana o de ko wale ana o de ko he
hey who?
Ah, you can't watch my yanka. You ever can't gun and tea, ever can't operate. Yes, Robia Krumo. Oh, yes, Robia, mamma. And then they should just forget it. And I'm one who know. What was it? I higher papa and can't be that.
Never.
Aha, over by a dump for the Nino Ibuso, Potria Potri, Yadu. So near you put up Potria Potri. What's over her when one of the Radia who took the answer, I cocono. Right, yeah, come.
Mr. Frank Adane, Ghana for Brina say you're always criticizing the vice president. I didn't hear.
When you are hiring them and they tell you they can swim, and then you put them in the water and they cannot swim, you better criticize them. You will have to criticize them because they said they would swim, but they are drowning all of us in debt and taxes. And that is, they said they could swim. But we found out to our detriment that they can't.
Papa.
My NPP guru boys, no NTSA. I'm saying some of Dr. Bawumia Kaya. Or see, you will criticize. Then I'm not criticizing you. I don't money Mahamo.
Okay.
Or see, you better criticize it because what say you want? Say, who met me? I got it. I will soon. And I found. Now you found said Gary, I won't mean Gary. What am I can once said? Yabeka. Dr. Bawumia. We are the over. Yes, we are economic desire. Bawumianomics. Well, ingredient are the man low. Bawumianomics and economic lectures. You can engage in all forms of economic propaganda. That if the fundamentals are weak and then improve for that the thing or can that guy yet? Yesterday I see you will be that. Economic mercy. Economic desire, economic Cristiano Ronaldo, wine, and I lay the other showers, and let what kind from the economy. What's my yanka? My yanka day. And let what promise he could for harbor and airport. Won't mean what's my yanka? Teacher trainee and nurses trainee allowances are. What's our store? What's my yanka? Let people go by the party and then the harm. What's the Amazon watch it on move? Now, another example, but people go by the Italy. Italy, Paloma. I'm a bra or Sretrica. Not the so. If you are clean, come and attack me. If you are not clean, would stay there. Because the moment you attack me, Allah, information at the banner. No. Would they do our logo with the I'll expose him to the latter. Me, for what I'm doing, I don't need money from anybody. Let me hear to my civil servant. Also, so you Piamica when you saw my Katia. Minya Diamedi, Asa. But the Amanda, the Amanda, the Matale about Kupana and found the only thing is there are many people out there suffering. Aya, me Nipaho. When you be will be what in town of my Ghana Chica or my Ghana Japade. I said, Yadisha and Yaphon when I wouldn't be. When the V18, Untia water bill, Untia light bill, and Yaphon and the Tia water bill. The Tia light bill. That's also top it to another wording. Now, if we are saying Yapu, or what did you room? No one sounds like they have tax. Not what they are young with you. Yanni, Konaka offer. Yanni then also offer VAT. And Yapu, car and yet, one of what I can't offer, that they will let me show a card in our Cobra. Okay, I'm okay, Yapu. Passing your car, air time, trottoir air time, and a Yapu. Me was I Yapu Koyai. Almost crank, one of you got to go ansana wo wayo ho ogoro waba ba jieti nanka uba yempa udi wo kakra no tika no fa bi mpo hwa hiafo no e wodi agwa hiafo no kakra wodi wadi bi wawie bi fa bi wo hiafo no na wo nwere hiafo no ho okwa yewura John Dramani Mahama ene Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia mukuruma nsu amonom omone mwa ene no nsu emwa na usori also your vice president, are you not shameful? Usori also your former president, are you not shameful? Chawa kasa ukromfo e wona wotena ye wunnim sade esirimfo ebre omone mwa ne no nsu wontumye ntubo go ye tumi sen jise droso akasi na wode woro na munya nom ne Ghana fo ebre ye ka wotima yenka President Laji Mahmoud Bawumia ne chance ne ni kuko na onyono ye no esu waso na ye de ma no na yampene emma obi a onka no kore emma medi Ghana so I'll always say it because me mean catro me I don't do propaganda asema ye no kore na meka enu ntina me say me ka asem na o fi say me boa come out and challenge me I know say enora MPP for no be yin na ye kana Japan supporters itina ebeya nka odi guy na yen support na odi e o medi president nko na say yes so do Canada compare kwa Japan so a na yen so no na o so ba be support na me we don't need any wicked people to support Canada Japan to become the president. Canada compare kwa Japan is not desperate to become president. Canada Japan will not use lies, propaganda to become president. He's a genuine man and we need genuine Ghanaians to vote for him. Now, Diana, more to me than our let's say Canada Japan by a president. To do our party should start campaign against you. Now, we are wine. It's a yoga Bawumia and Inguasia Waji. Why Nigeria did you? Who did Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia and your sorry, and you were new. I just have from Florida. I'm not looking at no. I'm not looking because they will get chance to steal the country. Other people for said what you know. Now the information about them at the back through. So information about that of what I saw one framing on the mamma. Mamma Jai.
You're a vice president and His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo because you know Nanado urban or from say a national cathedral wanye na you are vice president so the nenya kosi asofo for so they don't person mo kire
mame anya Nanado na princess na Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia
zenya mudi ane
na nya Nanado ya no promise Nyankopon a odada Nyankopon
ane
Sana na dada Nyankopon wawie.
Ane.
If you open country na apprentice. Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia say onkonko dada Nyankopon. Enti say no, wa man another key. Ode dada asofofo ne akristofo. Na ode dada ahemfo. Na Ghana for say ono akasa ye no okodo to door. And also me the whole security be bro. Na me say me want information go remove. Let Laji Mahmoud Bawumia people we need some pa. Hey, that's why the secret is. Na na kwa Akufo-Addo dada Nyankopon ti wa fe ho. We are kwa Akufo Nyankopon ti wa de. Na so fofo na ahomo ye no. E ka bo mi sana na ai Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia say ada na turumu girl no. On go sign. We are Christian ni Nyankopon ti wa de. On sign utumi sign. But what eba be dada so obetua oka oba tax sikanti ube Nyankopon ama won kan kire no na ko nsa tumu be no na yempe tumu ahemfo won kan kire na won kan kire yewura Bawumia say oye grema a second gentleman of the land otumi say otumi mana na do kwa Akufo-Addo o sign bill no on sign na chiwade a eboman How be a poly is not trust and no. Yabeka will spill the truth. Truth is truth. Open read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I have found Nyankopon to say that. Go Matthew 23. Farasi for Yakampo. What's one is why more through and the Sunday Petrim, but more Casadia, one person of them on something at the Zoom. Let Jesus Christ go over there, you go and read the only of the Matthew 23 from 1 to the crane. Go read it, not clear. The truth is true, too. Truth is truth. The way I Yanko Jesus Christ. A capacity for a thief will bring more tormented or not. But if the politicians have lost their way, we should tell them the hardest truth. And we will tell them, we should be there.
Okay. Pacho, major last submission.
Yeah, make a check Ghana for you and say, upon video evidences are, we actually are a California chief. Bawumia is so bold enough. Sir Ojina, teachers and nurses training for him, not Ukatro. When the Yefana going to mean Lencatro. Obetumia bold, Aqua Ojina Cape Coast, Asanso, Aqua campaign to Cape Coast, one to Abamomo, Abra Washabo. And the new Asanso Giant Ghana for him. Yen twaba mano abra other taxes apo muba money so na utimi bold kase muba money interoperability on the buy na the buy ya other taxes come na beto yesu ye na the rest enti fa NPP ni NDC ni to nchen se wabobra na nya krono sika na wudi na aye moja e na odi ya aduma nobody will support Dr. Bawumia.
Yes.
Omo support Dr. Bawumia ni biano. Obi oha ono our assurance say because of saying na ye charge no. Dr. Bawumia no so nemre beba. Because that is what they told me say. Ninka manutum na menso so ye bema misika memre beba. Na me musika ye dai. Nem ye tuma e kusika aye ni akasa musika. You can see the baby, but I see based on point of us. So, over on my Ghana, you see, I say, you did what Ghana for in our Koma. Now, we never bush on Kudia, and now we could dear a see. That is why the politicians are dying, and they will die. Cancer, it will be how many weeks? And young for cancer to me when you need you give 10 years, 20 years, no year. But the politicians of one game 1 in T. Yariabo Wakano, Umbu Sa Sanko. Wakaso more worry. Why we a politician? No one man no. No one more man on my deep issue. A man on my AC opinion. Wasumu Yoda. Also said it. Said it on my man of Breno. Chana over Breno Diaku. I'm a pharmacy and I'm in Chilbia.
You answer that's a panel.
What's another one?
Ebusia Mr. Frank Adani and a Kano, a political science, and I say evidence upon evidence, and now or the Ababetuja at their mind. One Casa Woody Winnie and Hubi. The kind of promises your Vice President Dr. Bawumia Edibu no so in the year 2020. Besi and there yako to general election ye hu she nti eto de wa say waba anaso kokomotie beda so akọ e de ama no anase obenya adwensa kire bia no de wo wa ho nsem ebusuafo aha ena ebrebe me kwan mayedi mwesi yakram.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Leap International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned teachers that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Amanfrom off the Pokwasi Amasaman Road. For more information, call 0246 928 030 are or 0246-098-067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts and develops through sound education. Lead International School, the next leaders.
School now batan biya de ne baruko hono ni yo. Oye Rainbow Montessori International School. Yeah. Rainbow Montessori International School. What you from Kratchi? Because the JHS. The Rainbow Montessori International School from ana. What been wrong? What's the what the Montessori curriculum in a syllabus? No what the children are the teachers wo hona. When you know why degree holders what the abutana badoyan what the trauma from anadio. Na Rainbow Montessori International School. Wakitaba funyoman what the trauma from anate. It's your mama from an not doing boy wrong. Wakita ultra modern science laboratory, computer laboratory, library and research center, art and sculpture laboratory, hygienic canteen, now for a clinic. Na moye yika 1 point there. Rainbow Montessori International School. Oye boarding house. Inyo into onfahu baby awo biara. Wawo from anu betuma ba school. Onfahu there watakwa. Takrade, Elibo, Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi. One boarding house facilities now. Oye modern standard. Na wo washefu papa. It's your house master and house mistress. What you want to a boarding house no? It's your Nisro biara. Bambo another security no see sure. It if wobo from Anabra. The Ebehu Rainbow Montessori International School. It was Takwa in Soyem, opposite police station. It is said Ubaba Rainbow Montessori International School. Tuwa jinim nada. Wasan wabat shana de papa. Imana zamsina. Wacharo 111. It is quite word missing forms. It was Hantaman Rabank. Watakwa in Soyem branch. Frayene 0277 100 823. Rainbow Montessori International School. In Moframa Wanda China one fapim. Oshasuaha. It's a Hana Batan Biara. Ordinary from a river.